Hey students, welcome and thank you for tuning in to this video. This is the fourth video of a series of videos I'm making about the standards of assistive technology as part of lecture 6 of the rehabilitation engineering class that I'm teaching. In the previous videos, we talked about the ISO standard and how it was developed and what was the rationale for developing standards for wheelchair and wheelchair seating systems, and we talked about the United States involvement, how it get involved, and what are the agencies that are involved there, and then we talked about the benefit of having industrial standards. In this video, I'm going to talk about the role and contribution of rehabilitation engineering and rehabilitation engineers in standards development, and how rehabilitation engineering is participating in developing standards for assistive technology, in particular wheelchairs and wheelchair seatings, which could be also mapped and projected on all the new assistive technology, and how engineers, biomedical engineers in particular, and rehabilitation engineers can help develop these standards. The most important contribution is actually the development and validation of test methods. As engineers, specifically biomedical engineers, people expect from us to come up with test methodologies in order to assess and validate the safety, reliability, and quality of wheelchairs and wheelchair seatings and all the assistive technologies available. So people expect from you to go to the lab, and if you want to test and assess, let's say, the elastic modulus or the strength of a device or a wheelchair or the wheel of the wheelchair, what kind of tests you will be doing, that they are reproducible, reliable, and accurate. And that's only engineers can do this, and specifically biomedical engineers. So that's the first contribution. The second contribution is the development of test method instrumentation and equipment. So because of the testing of the wheelchairs and wheelchair seating parts and new designs, we need to come up or design as engineers instrumentation and equipment to use it to perform our tests, and that's another big field and area of development that biomedical engineers can work in. Also, the third thing is that you can organize and operate, organizing and operating standards testing facilities. And that's another big and important aspect and professional path that biomedical engineers can go through and can work in and pursue. The fourth contribution is that the roles of and contributions of rehabilitation engineers in standards. So when we talk about standards, we are talking about basic science concepts, physics, mathematics, and chemistry. Biomedical engineers and rehabilitation engineers are well equipped actually to contribute with their knowledge and expertise when we come up with the standards. So if you can look at all of these, we need biomedical engineering and people who specialize in rehabilitation engineering and assistive technology to be able to come up with the standards. And I encourage all engineers, biomedical engineers, who are actually interested in assistive technology to get involved in developing standards. There are a lot of graduate programs that you can enroll in just only to work on coming up with standards and development of standards. It's not just basic science and product design development and basic research. One of the things that I wanted to mention here in this lecture and this video actually is how can you get involved in developing standards for assistive technology. So in most cases, it's very simple to get involved. Remember, we have the ISO, which is the European standard, and you have the American and the Canadian, or the North American standard. So if you want to involve with the European, arm of the regulation, developing the standards, it should be easy. Simply you contact the committee chair responsible for leading an area of interest in the ISO structure, and you arrange to attend the meeting, and then after the meeting you decide if the activity and membership is appealing for you, and then you arrange to get officially signed on as a working group member. That's if you want to go with the ISO standard, and I encourage all the engineers who are interested in such field to do so. In the United States, there the American National Standard Institute, NSI, they have requirement that the people who are involved in the development, they have multidisciplinary distribution abilities, and that include researchers, clinicians, users, and people with disability, and manufacturers who develop this, and they can designate them as voting members on the committee. However, if one is not recognized as a voting member, attendance is always welcomed, and remote electronic contributions are valued for developing these standards. So if you think you want to contribute and this is something you're passionate about, and if you are thinking of a career path that is still new and there's a lot of potential in, developing standards is one of those, especially in assistive technology and with the huge amount of development and innovation that is taking place. I hope that clarifies the contribution of biomedical engineering and rehabilitation engineering in developing standards and why this is a very important career path that we encourage people to get into. If you reach this point, thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section and I will be more than happy to answer them. Again, thank you, until next time. Bye.